Welcome to Hanging with Gary. And we're back. Johnny D, Little D.
Yes, we are. That's good.
Say hi, guys. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
And we're back, Johnny D.
Episode 11.
Well, first of all, we've been out of commission for 2 weeks. And I got to tell our public that, our audience, it was my fault. My bad. I'm sorry, my bad. But you just hate it when somebody messes you or uses that little screw to screw you. and they say, my bad. Sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. No, but for the last 2 weeks, I'm getting my throat back. I went up that Thanksgiving. I did Wednesday night in pre-Thanksgiving in La Feria, Texas. Had a great time. Silverado Saloon. Friday night, we had a private event in Houston. Well, Saturday comes around and we're at El Social in Houston. And right when they introduce us, I'm feeling okay. So I started humming. And I felt, and so I started to talk and then I tried to sing. And then nothing would come out. I mean, panic, panic, instant panic, DEFCON 5, todo el jale. And, Mikey Mike Promotions, El Social, and the general public there, they were pretty cool about it. They knew something was wrong. I want to thank Patron Tequila for sponsoring the 2 sets. Last count was 13 or 14, but it got me through. Whatever gets you through the night, it's all right. But we want to thank people that were with us at El Social on that November 26th. So it's been a week and a half, 2 weeks of nothing but torture, but we're back, gracias a Dios. And you are listening to Hanging with Gary. Johnny D in the house, Little D, Johnny Davila, David Villanueva, yours truly, Gary Hobbs. We are on either YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, or GaryHobbs.com. Man, you've been working, Johnny D.
I am.
And then this past weekend, I forget where I was, but I'll remember in a minute. I know I had a private event on Saturday. And Friday we were in Brownsville, Texas. Brownsville. So it was one of those Eagle Pass to Brownsville to Dallas, actually Midlothian, south of Dallas Fort Worth, and then back to Eagle Pass within 48 hours.
Wow.
Thank God I didn't drive. But how was your last 2 weekends, Johnny D?
It was great. I did have a private event last weekend, and I've been playing at Azul, and had a great Thanksgiving. I went to get my daughter in from her college.
University.
Excuse me. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, my bad.
I'm sorry. My
San
bad.
Marcos. So,
and before we go on,
I'm going to go get her
happy
again.
belated birthday, Johnny D.
Thank you.
Birthday, Johnny.
Thank you.
Don't tell them your age, Johnny.
No.
Because everybody thinks you're 38, 40.
I know.
Algo así.
Yeah.
But happy birthday, Johnny. You just had a birthday, what was it, yesterday?
Yes.
Yesterday. Happy birthday, Johnny D.
It's been good. I've been blessed.
Qué bueno. And you're still doing the Azul, of course, at Kikapula Eagle Casino, Azul Restaurant inside the casino. You're there December Thursday through Sundays.
Thursday through Sundays. Well, this week I'm going to be there only Thursday and Friday. Pero.
Okay.
And you know what? Next week también, because I have events on the weekend. So
there you go. How about you, Little D?
Pretty much the same. Hung out with the family during Thanksgiving. Made a super killer turkey, smoked outside, and always the hit, right, at the family dinner.
There you go.
Other than that was just work.
cool.
You want to send a shout out to?
Yeah. Oh yeah. One more thing. Big shout out to my wife. Super happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Her birthday was last week, and just very thankful for her. Been with me since high school, so it's been a minute.
That's worth 5-10 points.
No, definitely.
10 puntos ahí.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to your wife.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Well, here on Hanging with Gary, got several things before we wrap up this intro segment, but we want to congratulate Karina.
Yeah.
3 weeks in a row, she's number one on KLMO. She's charting on several charts. Her second number one in a row, besides Todo Este Cariño, written by Johnny Davila. And, of course, Que Lástima, written by Carlos Castillon. Yours truly, Gary Hobbs, was on it. And Zavala Productions, Gabriel Zavala did the productions on it. And 3 weeks at number one on KLMO. Congratulations. Congratulations, Gotti. Very well deserved.
Congratulations.
And a little bit of news coming up. On our Today's Tejano segment, we are going to debut my new single. So pretty excited. But
Awesome.
we want to welcome you once again, Hanging with Gary, Season 3, Episode 11. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Hanging with Gary. And we got a surprise today, huh, Gary?
Oh, yeah. Dig it. This is some Macho Man. Randy Macho Man Savage. You remember that name?
Yes,
The wrestler?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dig it. There you go. On today's Tejano segment, man, I get to introduce music. Our very own music. Verdi Records, our record label, just released the new single to radio, Que Daria, something that I wrote and, of course, we recorded, produced by Hector Gutierrez, Robstown, Texas. The whole guys are involved in it, the usual suspects, but Que Daria is at your favorite radio station, and we sure do thank everybody for the support. But today's Tejano is something that we always want to put new music out there. And we always said that something within the past year, with the exception of COVID stuff. But I got a question for you, both of you. So you think today's Tejano, if I was to ask you two, three names, female or male or bands that are new the last 2-3 years, whatever, who would you say?
Well, Gary, for me, it's going to be Emmanuel J. and Isabel Marie.
Emmanuel J. Yeah.
Yep.
Very talented young man. Isabel Marie, man, I have to agree with both of them. How about you, Little D?
Well, recently I've been listening to Jenny B and Miguel Hernandez.
Jenny B,
I think
Miguel
it's pretty good
Hernandez.
music.
Yes.
So many young artists. Oh my God, it's like unbelievable. I mean, and without any offending anybody, but there's names that you get to see them on some charts, and I haven't heard their music. I mean, they're busy, I'm busy, pero so many young singers coming up, but I have to say Isabel Marie is extraordinary. And there's so many.
She's
Mónica también, Levar. So many young and gentlemen, pues Emmanuel J. He's got so much high ceiling.
Yes, he does.
And but then bands that are relatively new, but now they're turning into veterans. It was La Dez, they're packed with singers, so they're overloaded with singers. But some of the veterans coming out with new music too. So here on today's Tejano, anything that's new, we like to play it. But so we have a new single out, Que Daria. Que Daria is something that, again, coming up on a new project, a new CD on Freddie Records, our first CD project with Freddie Records, and we're gonna release the name. Of course, the name of the CD was gonna be Sin Fin, without end, baby, without end. Sin Fin. That's coming to you in a couple of weeks, and but the single from the new CD coming out is Que Daria. We'd like to play for you right now here on today's Tejano segment.
Decirte que te amo, tengo que pedirte que escuches por favor. Solo quiero expresar mis sentimientos, solo quiero abrazarte, besarte y amarte. ¿Qué daría yo? Lo daría todo por tenerte aquí a mi lado. Déjame enseñarte mi vida y mis anhelos. Déjame entregarte a ti tus sueños y deseos. Decirte que te amo, tengo que pedirte que escuches por favor. Solo quiero expresar mis sentimientos, solo quiero abrazarte, besarte y amarte. ¿Qué daría yo? Lo daría todo por tenerte aquí a mi lado. Déjame enseñarte mi vida y mis anhelos. Déjame entregarte a ti tus sueños y deseos. ¿Qué daría yo por tenerte aquí en mis brazos? Lo daría todo por tenerte aquí a mi lado. Déjame enseñarte mi vida y mis anhelos. Déjame entregarte a ti tus sueños y deseos. ¿Qué daría yo? ¿Qué daría yo?
Que Daria, the new single. Gary Hobbs, The Usual Suspects. Pretty proud of it. It's something a little bit different. I have several program directors calling me and, well, wishing us good luck, and it sounded great, and, well, we thank that. Gracias, man. A little bit different. It kind of reminded me when we recorded Te Vas a Acordar. It was just something totally different, right? Beto Ramon wrote that song, Te Vas a Acordar. Charlie did the arrangements to it, 3/4 and a half, and it just was a slower tempo for us, and it just hit across the board to this very date. Te Vas a Acordar is one of probably the most requested songs on Spotify and stuff like that. But our new single, Que Daria, we hope you enjoy it and want to thank you for the support. But Que Daria on Freddie Records. Pretty soon coming out the whole project, Sin Fin. This is our today's Tejano segment on Hanging with Gary. We'll be right back.
This is Hanging with Gary. I'm Little D. Here's Mr. Gary Hobbs.
Thank you, Little D. Thank you, Little D. Johnny D in the house. Yours truly, Gary Hobbs. Hanging with Gary. Season 3, episode 11. Man, the last episode felt like, again, like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's two weeks ago.
Man. Hey, we have a short segment. Analytics. Analytics. Please don't ask me to spell it. Analytics. But I was surprised because so my son sends me a report thing from Spotify report, and I'll be really honest, I don't even look at it. I don't look at those analytics, but I was surprised. I was really surprised. Look, some analytics was that on this is just Spotify, we had 3.6 million streams so far up to year. 571.8 thousand listeners. Man. 194 hours in 122 countries.
Nice.
Awesome.
Wow, it's like and so I looked at more analytics and it said that your top five places were United States, Mexico, Guatemala, wow, Canada, and Chile.
Wow.
Wow. It's like...
Does it say what song is like the most played también?
Yes. So I'm going to give you our top 10. Drum roll. Okay. Coming in at number 9 is Quiéreme. Quiéreme con todo tu... Number 9 was Vas a Pagar. Then going up the list, Se Divierte Ya No Piensa en Mí. Ámame y Bésame. Soñando en Ti. Top 4, Por Favor, Corazón, Maldito Amor, Las Miradas, and Te Vas a Acordar.
Wow.
And I would have thought Las Miradas was, but Te Vas a Acordar was like 175,000 streams. Like, compared to Las Miradas, 56,000, something like that. Just like almost triple. Wow. Unbelievable.
That's pretty good.
But talk about analytics. And so then we kept looking at the analytics to our podcast. And let me tell you the top 10 cities. Number 10, Arlington, Texas. Brownsville, Texas. Number 8, Eagle Pass, Texas. Corpus Christi at 7. Then number 6, Phoenix, Arizona. Number 5, Fort Worth. Number 4, Austin, Texas. Number 3, Dallas, Texas. Number 2, Houston, Texas.
Wow. I thought they were going to be number 1.
Yeah, and number 1, San Antonio.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
This quarter. So, and when you look at like the top 10 out-of-state stuff, I was surprised that Calgary, Canada, and that kind of like coincides with what, Spotify was saying. Canada.
My cousin over there. Nah.
Well, I think it's more, military people and stuff like that out there. There must be some Tejanito up there.
True.
We want to thank them for listening. But Aurora, Illinois, and Stockton, California, Immokalee, Florida, Las Cruces, New Mexico, Fort Collins, Colorado, Denver, Colorado, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Los Angeles, California. And number 1 was Saginaw, Michigan. Wow, Saginaw, Michigan. We have
promoters.
Well, there's a lot of Tejano support in that. Do they still call it the Midwest? I think Michigan, Ohio, and Wisconsin, and Illinois. But how's that for analytics, man? And people listening into hanging with Gary. But this is our analytics segment. Y'all stick around. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Hanging with Gary. Here's from Mr. Gary Hobbs.
Thank you, Johnny D. Thank you, Johnny D. Hey, the Tejano Music Awards just passed. The 42nd Tejano Music Awards. 42nd. And we want to send a shout out to all the winners. Hey! That was a shout out. Congratulations. Hey, the truth is that I'm good with most of these winners. I am. But then there's some that I'm not.
Okay.
But then that's just my opinion. You have an opinion.
Yeah.
And little do you have your opinion. But Entertainer of the Year, Sonny Sauceda. And I'm on board. He's a showman. He plays and he dances. I think they should get a fourth of that award to Chris, the guy that plays congas and he dances with him. That guy gets down too. So he should get 1/4 of the Entertainer of the Year. But Male Vocals of the Year, Jay Pettis winner. I'm good with that. David Farias was on that list. Gabe Rivera from Texas Latino. Good friend Angel Cantu from La Fiebre. And Lucky Joe. Man, what a lineup, right? But Female Vocals of the Year, Shelly Lares. No big surprise there. Yeah. I'm good with that. Angelique was on the nominees. Betty Barajas from Conjunto Baraja de Oro, and I'm a big fan of theirs. Magali de la Rosa and Monica Salivar. And I'm good with Shelly Lares. Best New Artist Male, Elias Arredondo from the Homeboys, and I'm good with that. I'm good. Okay. Yeah. Best New Female Artist, Angelica Alcocer. She's the winner. Celestina Robles, Cynthia Bustamante, Gabriela Salazar, and Lydia Castillo. They're all winners, and I'm good with that. Best New Artist Group, the Homeboys, winner, the Homeboys. Para Elias Arredondo and band, the Homeboys. Asalto and Lydia Castillo in the band, Magnifico 7. And then I don't want to mispronounce this, Sencillo. And but I'll tell you what, the Homeboys are really good, but I've personally seen Asalto, and they're very good. They're very, very good. Album of the Year, Tejano, no big secret here, El Maestro Jay Perez winner. Now, Texas Latino had a Album of the Year, Fe. La Fiebre had Histórico. Shelly Lares had LMD, 82. And Monica with Soy Más Fuerte. I'm more surprised that they're still calling it Album True. Of the Year. ¿Verdad? They're not even albums anymore. No. But hey, bueno. Album of the Year, Conjunto. Winners, Lucky Joe. I'm good with that. Song of the Year, Eres, Jay Perez, winner. He went 3 for 3. Congrats, Jay Perez. Collaboration of the Year, winner was Nada de Ti, Shelly Lares, Monica, Sonja de la Paz, Demi Garcia. Congratulations to them. And the video of the year went to Amor del Otro Lado, Roger Velasquez and the Latin Legends, and the winner. I haven't seen the video, but I'm good. So there's a lot of videos out there.
Yeah,
I would have liked to see the other nominees, right? But congratulations to all the winners at the Tejano Music Awards. It was the 42nd. It was in San Antonio, Texas. And congratulations. Now, they also had the Guadalupe Awards, right?
They had the 4th annual Guadalupe Awards.
Just give me the winners. Give me the winners.
Okay.
I wanna...
For the winners, I got them right here.
Drum roll.
Starting with Male Vocalist of the Year, the winner, Mr. Joe Lopez.
Joe Lopez.
Female
Congrats,
Vocalist of the Year, Elida Reina.
Elida Reina.
Yes. Album of the Year, Joe Lopez y Más, Love from the Heart. Song of the Year was from Mr. Marcos Orozco, Cada Día Más. That's a nice song.
Nice song.
Tejano Group of the Year, Grupo Más. New Band of the Year, Asalto.
Yeah, Salto, they're tough.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Guitar Player of the Year. They have Guitar Player of the Year. Oh, wow. Joaquin Cura from Grupo Más.
Wait, is that turning into like the Moss Awards? Or
I guess.
hey, Joaquin is a very good guitar player.
Yes, he is.
But I think he's just the even better singer, Joaquin Cura. And I think he's put his career on hold. I want to say that if he's playing, he was playing for Mas, I think, and he just, I think he's left the organization. But congratulations, Joaquin,
Okay,
young
cool.
gun.
Bajo Player of the Year, Roel Joslin from Los Chamacos. Bass Player of the Year, Jay Alanis.
There you go, Jay.
Yeah, from Tejano 281.
Hey, I tell you what, he's a phenomenal bass player, phenomenal singer, but he's one heck
Guess who
phenomenal guitar player too, Jay.
Guess who got Keyboard Player of the Year?
Oh, pues it's the Mas Awards.
Yeah.
But Brando,
Mireles.
congratulations, Brando.
Congrats.
And another hometown boy from Eagle Pass, Accordion Player of the Year, Mr. Homero Esquivel.
Congrats, Homero. Piedras Negras.
Yeah, from Piedras, yeah. Drummer of the Year, Ricky Landeros. Ricky Landeros from Highway 281. And let's see, Horn Player of the Year. I didn't get it. Horn Player of the Year, it's included a trumpet, saxophone, trombone player. Well, Jesse Perales. He got
Jesse Perales used to be
Jesse
with La Mafia.
yeah, he's from Magnifico Siete. So he got a Horn Player of the Year. I just met him
So
2 weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago.
There you go.
So yeah, that's the
Fourth
whole
annual
list.
Guadalupe / Mas Awards.
Yes, congratulations, John.
Congratulations. Yeah. All these award shows, I tell you what, I mean, I can appreciate as a Tejano artist that these awards are starting to pop up here and there, and that's good news for the
Industry.
I will say something though. This is just my opinion. Just remember, this is my show.
Yeah.
This is hanging with Gary. But you know, one thing I see from award to award is sort of like radio stations. From one radio station to another, I don't see consistency or continuity.
True.
I see different winners and I mean, Lord, I mean, you can't take anything from. Let's just go at the. Let's just say the male vocalists. Who can argue with those winners?
Yes.
They're phenomenal singers, right? But then I was doing a little survey, Country Music Association, and I was thinking to myself, I wonder if the same guy wins all the time, you know? And I thought, because it doesn't give a chance to younger singers. I mean, let's man, I hate to put it like this, but let's talk about Emmanuel J. He's got so much potential.
Oh, definitely.
And he's growing leaps and bounds and maturity in music and stuff like that. But will he have a chance to win Vocalist of the Year? Now, the CMAs, Country Music Association, I noticed that Chris Stapleton had won the last 2 years in 2022 and 2021. Before him, it was Luke Combs, 2019 and 2020. Before that, it was 5 years in a row. The same guy, Chris Stapleton.
Oh, wow.
And I don't want to offend anybody, but I thought, who's Chris Stapleton? Because he's the guy from Tennessee Whiskey.
Yeah, Tennessee Whiskey.
Right? But I started to study this. Blake Shelton had won like 5 in a row. Brad Paisley won 3 in a row. Keith Urban won 3. Alan Jackson won 2. Toby Keith won. Tim McGraw 2 years in a row. George Strait 3 years in a row. Vince Gill had won like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years in a row. Then Clint back. See, right there, I just went all the way back to 1990. And before Ricky Van Shelton in 89. Randy Travis 2 years before that. George Strait 2 years before that. Lee Greenwood 2 years before that. George Jones up to 1981. Kenny Rogers in 1979. What I'm trying to say, just count how many singers were there.
Not many.
And,
I mean,
and
there are different ones, but in the past, how many years?
Yeah, 30 years. But
yeah,
you had Randy Travis and Ricky Van Schulten, Clint Black, Vince Gill, George Strait, Tim McGraw, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 different winners.
I didn't hear.
And in Tejano music, you don't see that. And so I think, yeah, it's not fair. It's not fair, but I think I look at it like politics. Like, I think there should be some term limits to some of these senators. Yeah, I mean, 40 años, ya, cálmala. Like 40 years, you know. But I don't know. Is that a topic to analyze and look that you can never go against the general public? If the general public votes for a certain person, well, then that's who it is. But it becomes a general public voting. But there sure is a lot of. We were just talking about these young vocalists coming up. Okay, so Isabel Marie is one talented young lady. Will she be a female vocalist of the year? Will Emmanuel J be okay? And it's not just the male vocalist. No, it's also the album and the song and
entertainer.
And in videos, do they go by likes or do they go by views? Do you understand? It's like, I think there's so much more that all of these awards can kind of like tweak it here and tweak it there so that our industry continues to grow with these young artists. But again, I always said, if old man like me can't hang with the new people, then pues I don't belong here. But if you listen to the last song, it's, you know, we're hoping it. Yeah. You know, but man, congratulations to all the winners at the Tejano Music Awards, 42nd, and the 4th annual Guadalupe Awards. But again, this is our opinion. This is Hanging with Gary. We'll be right back. And we're back. Johnny D, Little D, the OG, the older Gary.
It's about that time.
About that time. About that time. Before we leave segment, this Friday night we are back in Dallas, Fort Worth Metroplex. We're in Dallas, Texas, the New West, home away from home. One of my favorite places to play, without a doubt. I want to invite you to come join us Friday night. Gary Hobbs, The Usual Suspects. We may debut the new song, Que Daria, that night.
Cool.
If I can remember the words, if I can practice it. This Friday night, Dallas, Texas. Saturday, we are in San Antonio, Texas for a private event. Remember that guy? Gary Hobbs. The private guy. The private Ibai. Puro private event, el vato. Now, Sunday, we are in Buda, Texas. We're at the Mavericks Dance Hall. Austin Tejano Music Coalition. We got a toy drive, dance, stuff like that. We want to invite you out there. That's Sunday, December 11th, Buda, Texas at Mavericks Dance Hall this Sunday night. We have Edinburgh, Texas on the 30th, a private event. And then the big night, we have December 31st here at the Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino, the Que Pasa Lounge. Just to rehash a little bit, it's Gary Hobbs, a variety show, Usual Suspects, and horn section guests.
And a lot of loose
The Horny
change.
Horns, they're going to be with us, the Horny Horns. Eagle Pass Horny Horns. And, and I don't mean UT. Like
We're the Jammin' Jays.
The Jammin' Jays, okay, the Jammin' Jays. But a little bit about that night, we play all sorts of music, variety, once again from Casey and the Sunshine Band to this and that, and to Tom Jones to this and that, but Maná, a little bit of this, that, Santana, and some country and stuff. But it's a variety show that the casino hires us to do once a year, December 31st, New Year's Eve, here in Eagle Pass, Texas, at the Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino. Johnny D will be there.
Yes, I'll be there.
Johnny D. And
You gonna be there?
we're looking forward to that. It's always a nice show, but
What a little D. You gotta join us.
I can't, man. I'm gonna have to work that night.
One of us has to work.
They switched out my schedule, so.
But once again, Hanging with Gary, you can hear it on YouTube or Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, and on GaryHobbs.com. Before we leave, I want to thank everybody for the support. The analytics show it. The analytics show it. And we're coming to video very, very soon as we speak. Johnny D and Little D, they're doing their work here at the studio, and I hope they can do some kind of special mirrors with my mid-ridge bulge. But Hanging with Gary coming to video very, very soon. But before we leave, Johnny D.
Well, thank y'all very much for listening to us. Episode number 11. Keep us in mind.
Little D.
Thank y'all for listening, and don't forget, y'all can listen to us on your favorite music platforms.
There you go. Once again, our new single, Gary Hobbs, Que Daria, is out on the radio. It is going to all digital platforms this Friday, December 9th. So be on the lookout for that Que Daria, a new single, coming from the Sin Fin CD, coming really soon at you on Freddie Records. Once again, I'm Gary Hobbs. This is Hanging with Gary. Till next week, God bless. We'll see you.
Bye.
Welcome to Hanging with Gary.